Hi, my name is Chani Perret. I'm a high school English teacher, so I asked Dr. Connor if I could do a project based more on what is going to be helpful for my students in the next few years. And he said, go for it. So, my project is on how to teach classical literature like William Shakespeare with young adult lit novels. So essentially, what I want to do is I wanted to find books that were a form of or had similar features of the plays that we have read in class. So, one example of this is Romeo and Juliet. It's a freshman level text here in 259. But this book, If You Come Softly by Jacqueline Woodson, is a modern day rewrite of Romeo and Juliet, except for Ellie, Juliet, is white and Jewish, and Romeo, Jeremiah, is black. And it is their love story of how they met and how they didn't want to tell their parents because they weren't sure how their parents were going to respond. And in the end, only one of them dies. So that's the kind of thing that I was going for with this project. So the two texts that I chose to compare is Hamlet by William Shakespeare and Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. So Jason Reynolds writes a lot of poetry in his books. I have quite a few of his young adult lit books. But this book in particular normally catches students' eyes. One, it's poetry. So this, 300-page book doesn't seem so daunting to them. But also, this is about gun violence and somebody whose brother gets shot and killed, which unfortunately a lot of my students have gone through this, or they know people who have gone through this. Gun violence is a big thing in their world. So I'm going to give you a little background about Long Way Down. Long Way Down is about a boy named William. And William is a high school age student, and his brother Sean gets shot and killed by a rival gang, essentially. So William decides that he needs to get his revenge for his brother. He needs to make this right. So he goes home to his apartment on the 8th floor of a building. He gets a gun and he gets in the elevator, and as he is going down, he is visited by ghosts from his past. So on the 4th floor, he is visited by his dad, who also died to gun violence. So right there, a lot of similarities to Shakespeare. But with Jason Reynolds and Long Way Down, these ghosts are not like egging Will on to go out and be successful in this. They're actually doing the opposite. They are telling him and explaining to him how, like, revenge isn't, it's not going to be worth it, and if you continue to go through this revolving door of revenge, then like you're going to be the next one that's dead because somebody else will have to take their revenge on you for killing their brother or their whatever. So there are a lot of differences with this book, but it does correlate really well with Shakespeare's Hamlet. Um, I am going to take Act 1, Scene 5 of Hamlet and compare it with William's fourth floor experience with his father. Um, that will be like my correlating text. Because I do think it's important that kids know how to read Shakespeare, but I also think that times have changed and it's time to do things that get kids interested in the classical text like Shakespeare. So that's going to be my project. Hopefully it goes okay. Thanks. Bye, guys.